Hi there and welcome back to Body Fix Golf with me, Russ Jones. Today we're going to look at the squat and what that means in relation to your golf swing. If you can't squat, we're going to give you some ways to make that squat better, make you swing hard and stay healthy. Okay, so the squat, why is it important for our golf? Well, the reason we test if you can squat correctly in our assessments is that it has a direct correlation to the ability to maintain posture through the golf swing. So my squat, what I'm looking for is feet pointing forwards, comfortable hip width, so between hip and shoulder width stance, and then I should be able to squat down with a fairly upright torso and a straight back, and you should see that my hip gets to just below knee level. That would be a pass. From front ways, again, same stance. Everybody's going to feel slightly different with the width, so go what feels comfortable for your pelvis. Try to keep the heels down, and then we'll just get you to sit down and come back up. Now, the easiest way to test that is to just set your phone up in the corner of the room or have someone else film you, test it from both angles to see where you're at. If you can't squat, now what I see quite a lot on a weekly basis will be people get to a certain position, they get a little bit locked up, and then they just tip, head forward, and start to lose a bit of balance, and they can't quite sink down. What we see happens in the golf swing is during the transition phase, so as you go from the top of your swing and you're about to load, and there's that squat compression against the earth that we fire up against, that we see early extension. So as I go to squat and I get a bit stuck, I might lean forward, I feel my head go, so I naturally stand up to pull the head back. You can see my pelvis gets nearer the golf ball, I get a little bit stuck. All right, so then I'll figure that out as I hit more balls, and then I'll try and work my own way around that. Now, when we do this problem solving with the body, it sends the problem somewhere else, and you might get a bad knee, a bad back, bad shoulder, bad wrist. So we've shown you how to test if you pass the squat. If you fail, a big culprit is usually the ankle. Now, an easy way to test if I've got the ability to move that ankle is if I take my massage stick here, so it could be anything, I could even go up against the wall in the bedroom, in the living room. Can I keep the heel down whilst going a fist width in front of the big toe? So my knee travels forwards, and you can see my heel stays down and my knee's gone past the stick, so that would be a pass. If you're one of these people that you get to the toe and there's nothing happening, there's twist happening, or the heel starts to pop up, we know we've got a bit of tension there that's causing a problem. Ways I can fix that. I could take said massage stick and I could just search around the calf, particularly the lower portion, more the soleus muscle as we get in here. So I'm between the Achilles tendon and the belly of the calf, and I'm just going to search a little bit on the inside, a little bit on the outside, like so. Now, I would just spend 30 seconds at a time per calf and then come back and go again. Otherwise, that can get quite intense. You're not going to fix all of it in one go, but by chipping away as the weeks and the months go by, you'll improve. I could also use a foam roller. And that way, I would just place my calf just on the foam roller like so. I can either gently roll that back and forth to give myself the massage, or what I like is to cross the leg over and now roll side to massage the tissue. I find this, for many of my clients, actually a little bit more bearable. And if it's more bearable, you're more likely to do it. If it's painful, you're not gonna do it. So remember, we always want to avoid pain, but there's discomfort, that means change is happening. So there's the ways I can break down the tissue, and obviously check both ankles. Stretching. What I like, it's gonna open up my hips and my ankle at the same time. In this kneeling stance, and when we're kneeling, always make sure you are on something soft like a mat or a cushion or a rolled up towel. I take my leg out to the side like so. I use a weight to anchor me down, and I just gently rock my knee directly over the center of my foot to apply a little bit of stretch. So like I said, you're going to feel that a little bit in the hips, but what we're trying to do there is keep that heel down, ankle and shin bone going forwards, to create this stretch in the tissue. So again, I would spend 30 seconds to a minute per leg, just rocking that back and forth. You might try 2 sets, depending how tight you are. Now, after I've done that, I then want to teach the body how to squat a little bit better. So assuming that we've now got better range in the ankles, I can hold a medicine ball. I'm going to use this 5 kilo medicine ball as a counterweight. So if I set my stance again there, hold it in front of my chest. Now, as I descend, thinking about the hips going back as if I were about to sit on a chair, I'm going to reach the medicine ball out in front. You see, that helps me keep my torso more upright. And what a lot of you will find is that helps you sink those hips a little bit deeper. So in effect, the ball is now your coach. So I reach, and then I pull it back in as I come up. Depending on the weight versus your strength, if I hold it out there the whole time, the drill has now become a neck and a shoulder exercise, and we want to stay away from that. I want the focus to be on improving that squat. So I work like so. Once I feel good at that, I might go all the way down with the ball, place the ball down and see if I can now hold that new position and come up and then sink back into that position. I might still have a bit of a rock, so what I might need to is use the ball on the way down and then come up without. Eventually, see if you can do that with hands behind your head, where you're going to feel your posture muscles, and that's the way to go on a journey of fixing your squat. And there you have it. That was the squat. Hopefully you learnt a little bit about your own squat today and how you can improve it, why we need to improve it, how we can keep those knees and backs healthier, how we can improve dynamic posture within the golf swing. Don't forget to like, let's swing hard, stay healthy.